You ever think about writing a book?
I am right now.
Oh, that's good.
Walker
That's good.
Gems,
Not even
Christmas.
about Walker Gems, about your
Oh
life.
yeah, I want to do that definitely.
Maybe you
It's
can
out of time.
incorporate it
Yeah, yeah. No, this one is Walker
separate.
Gems. Yeah,
Okay.
I got a plan.
Okay.
I got a
Because
master
I
plan.
think, and just as far as to me, your story, I think is inspiring in itself.
Thank
You
you.
know what I mean? So people, they want to know about it. Like, but what I want to know about Walk-A-Wear is like, obviously, you just probably you didn't have a whole lot. I'm imagining when you
Mhm.
first started out.
Absolutely.
How did you like was it like another company that had to fund you? Like
It
how
was
did
out of pocket. It was like
what?
sweat and tears.
What?
My first store, Fashion in Effect, if you see the first sign, it was a homemade sign. It was a homemade sign that was literally foam board that we actually painted ourselves, hung up with some rope,
Cuz I'm thinking
and
like
the
you
inside.
you had to get connected with like a bigger
No, what
entity to spew out all of the clothes and
we had a few clothing deals,
okay.
but all of them went awry. So we were always independent. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
We did a temporary deal with Cross Colors.
Mhm.
That didn't work out.
Okay.
Then USA Classics, that didn't work out. So we were always on our grind ourselves. We had to make it happen.
So tell me how like from like Walk-A-Wear had like a huge gap. Like we ain't see you in a minute.
Right, right.
What?
What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
So in '98, I realized I got really burnt out,
Okay.
and a few things happened. So I fell in love with.
Call Banks? No, I'm joking. All
No,
right. Look,
this
look.
is free Carl Banks. I fell in love with, I was going to say hip hop and fashion. And I started with Fashion Effect and just really fell in love with just the art of what we were making. Once it exploded and corporate America saw how to exploit it, fashion, hip hop, it started getting clownish to me.
Right.
I'm talking late 90s.
Mhm.
And there was a period where magic was a serious business. For those of you that don't know magic, it's like the biggest show that happens 2 times a year in Vegas, and it was really the biggest show in the 90s, and it was where everybody would come, all the buyers from all over the world, to buy for the next season, and you could write millions at that show. We used to, and it became a show where all kinds of groupies. It was like, for those of you that remember Freaknik,
Of course.
it became like Freaknik to me, and it just got to the point where no one was going to do business. Everyone
Right,
was
right.
lights, camera, action, and trying to get free stuff, and no one was writing paper, but you were spending an astronomical amount of money. So I just basically got fed up with that, and the fact that I saw buyers becoming groupies and running past my booth or other serious designers' booths to go write for Snoop Doggy Dogg's line.
So that's not even in the hip hop. I mean, in the music industry. That's in the fashion industry too. Same shit.
Same shit was there, and I was just coming from entertainment into fashion. I knew the parallels, and they had closed the black music divisions by this time in black music. I saw what was happening, and I was like, "This is about to be a wrap, and I'm done." And I had to walk away because I was so disheartened. People were like, "Congratulations" on the street, but I felt
It wasn't genuine.
I felt shitty on side. I felt like the weight of the world was on me. I didn't like what I was doing anymore because I didn't like what it was becoming.
Right.
If you could understand.
I do.
And I needed a break. I felt like I needed to save me or put up a facade. And
So what came with the resurgence? Like what? How did it?
Because I took a long break. So that was in '99. I went and became the vice president at Fat Farm. I don't know if you know that.
No.
Yeah. I took a break. I said I'll do corporate. I was handling all the licensing for Russell. Then I left there and went to AM1.
How long you was doing that?
I did that for a year.
Okay.
And then I went to AM1. They offered me a deal I couldn't refuse, and I went and started a women's division for them. And then I took a year off. And do you remember the Lilith Fair tour? It's all women: Sarah McLachlan, Erica Badu, Giselle, and it was a powerful women's
I could
tour.
see you fitting with that.
I did Erica Badu's
Okay.
merchandising. I went on that tour. It was crazy West Coast tour. And
Mm-hmm.
just did a bunch of. I never did costume wardrobe, so I did a movie. I got to do that.
And you said,
and then walked away and just
mm-hmm.
said, I'm not going back in fashion. I need to breathe. And went into the pet business.
Right.
And
Rest in peace, Doms.
Rest in peace, my baby Dom.
Yeah.
started a pet shop in Clinton Hill. I saw the beginning of gentrification and always ahead of the curve. Just never hit it right on, but always ahead of it.
Yeah, you always had that entrepreneur.
Yeah, I'm a serial entrepreneur.
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
in some way, shape, or form, you was gonna get your coin, no matter what.
Yeah, you gotta figure it out. For me, I think I thought about that recently. It's scary for me to leave my destiny in someone else's hands than for me to do it. If I fail, at least it's by my terms. But I see people who save up for their work 24 years and then get laid off.
I feel you.
Before the
and
pension.
That's another trait that I admire about you. Like, that's inspiring.
Thank
and
you.
it's dope. And and another thing, we say rest in peace, Doms, because that was April's baby.
That was my first love, my baby.
April had a Shar-Pei.
She was so good.
And it was so crazy because
how,
this is another way that we reconnected later on, because I used to work at an animal hospital in Park Slope, and I worked there for about 10 years, and I used to see April come in with her beautiful Shar-Pei all the time. Right. And, I know that the relationship that you had with your baby, and unfortunately Dom's, passed away, but it's just crazy how,
many times we weave together.
Yep, on, different situations.